Righto people, one of the reasons I sometimes make reviews is because I buy something or I want to buy something and I can't find a proper review of it on the internet, so then I just do one myself. This is just a little, pretty much one shot, I'm sure I'm going to do some edits, review of this Creative Stage Air. They call it a compact multimedia under monitor soundbar. So the thing is, I actually have a little speaker down there, it's a Wharfedale Active Diamond, sounds really good. But I use it to play back my computer's audio. And that sounds like this. It's not horrible, but the sound's coming from down below and it's in a bit of a hollow space, so it's a bit boomy. And the thing is, I mostly use this audio for watching YouTube videos and playing a game. I have a complete audio rig here for audio editing, but I don't want to turn it on all the time because it uses a lot more power. And I was sort of trying to minimize the way my table looked. The speaker used to be actually next to one of my 10i monitors and it just looked messy. And I was like, you know what, let's look for an under monitor speaker. So I googled and I found this Creative thingy. And the reviews were very positive, but then I didn't find anyone who was really specifying the sound quality very much. I've lost my knife already and the video has only just started. I'm gonna go full Linus Tech Tips on this one. Screwdriver. So yeah, I saw some reviews, but they weren't very specific about the way this thing sounded. They just said it was good for the money, and it's like $35 US, 32 euros. And for that money, you can't expect too much. So if it's at least as good as a small Bluetooth speaker, which is pretty much what it is, then that's amazing. You can see it has two full range units. You can't probably see it, but I can see this. Two full range units, look like the Sound Blast little speakers, and a passive resonator in the center. Here's probably, yeah, I think this is just design and connectivity. I don't think there's a speaker here, so they're slightly off center. The passive resonator is here and the units are there. Doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna have to find a way to put that under my monitor in a way that looks good-ish, because right now, obviously, if I put it under the monitor, it's gonna be a bit of a mess. It's gonna wobble, which is never good for the sound. It doesn't look too bad, so I'm just going to make something that the feet can stand on, and then it should be good. So the thing is, I'm going to hook this up to my sound interface, which is a complete audio, no, it's a Native Instruments Complete Audio 2, really good interface for virtually no money. I think it sounds great, recording and playback, does 24-bit 192 kilohertz, and it's rock solid with both Windows and Mac OS. I'm going to get a cable that goes from jack to jack, to hook it up to this one into the auxiliary input that it has right here. So it's USB auxiliary and the DC 5 volts USB power input. Don't think it comes with a power brick, which is a bit sad because this thing should not be underpowered. I guess it's the speaker. Although I just forgot, it has a battery, so it shouldn't matter that much if the battery is charged. It does come with a mini jack to mini jack cable, which is 1.5 meters long. I'm going to see if it's going to make it to my interface, and I'm going to plug it into the headphone jack because that's the output I have, with a little adapter to make one of these fat, because that's what my interface needs. Be right back. So as it turns out, with a little bit of creativity, you can get the feet of the speaker to stand on the feet of the screen, which is great. Let me get this out of the way. My USB cable was just long enough, which is rare because usually they are just too short. The audio cable really is not, so I need to extend that, but I made it work for now so I can finish this video.
Pairing mode.
Okay.
Waiting for device to connect.
Apparently it really wants to be paired, so what if I pair it to my phone for now? Messages, let's turn those off for a bit. Okay, let's turn this one off and try again.
Waiting for device to connect.
That actually sounds alright, but it's obviously tuned to this device. It is connected. Sorry for that. out.
Oh, I could belong when she sings along.
That does not make me happy at all. It's very hollow sounding, very boomy. It's trying to give low end that it doesn't have, and there's not much else. I mean, this one obviously doesn't have a lot of low end because it's tiny, but it has transparent highs and actual mids. This one just has low mids and some hissy in the top. Well, hissy sounds in the top frequencies, and then boom, boom, boom in the bass, but nothing musical. It's just thumping. It says power mode, Bluetooth, aux in, USB mass storage, but if I press this, the music will stop playing. Oh, power mode, so that's this one. There we are. Does not like loud volumes. Let's give it a little less. God, it's pretty vile, to be honest. It's really not great. Nope. I'm going to plug in the speaker again, which is under the table and therefore a lot worse, but bear with me. It's under the table. No. So sometimes I figure to myself, you know what? Let's just try it out and see if it's fun. If I don't use it here, I can use it maybe in my gaming rig. But this is just headache-inducing, hissy, thumpy, non-defined horribleness. Okay, the battery works. This one's going back. It's not good for the money. It's just not good sound. Period. There's no redeeming qualities. It looks kind of pretty, but there's no redeeming qualities. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have a little joke. I'm gonna buy the really cheap Trust one because they've surprised me before, and I'm gonna see how that sounds compared to this one. I'll have the video to compare. This, avoid at all cost. It is not good enough. And if you can imagine, I mean, if you compare this one to this one, then you'll immediately see why I'm highly disappointed. Yeah? Remember this? Okay, here we go. Piano is just like this big. The low end is thumpy, has no music to it, just boom. And the highs are really aggressive. No. There's no excuse for this. There's no excuse for this to be this bad. Back to the speaker. See how much closer these two are? So, you may wonder why I'm not just using this one then. That's because this one powers off after 20 minutes, which is highly annoying if you're using the line-in. If it didn't do that, I would probably just put this one here and use it as my PC speaker. But because it powers off, that's not an option really. But yeah, this is very disappointing and just a really low quality speaker. Creative, you know good.